Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Just give me a moment. Let's put on this beautiful healing music. Hi, Paul. Hi for everyone that participated in the locks today. Thank you. And for everyone that didn't, don't worry. We said a prayer for love. And we set intentions for love. And hi, Sandra. Thank you for being here. I want to just say thank you. And I'm so happy to be back on here. I took a nap finally because, hi, Ashley. It's been intense here. I hope everyone can hear me. And before I forget what this card says that I pulled, I have to say it's action, l'action in French. And I mean, 1 second, let me just quickly take a glance at that. Be prepared. Be prepared to act correctly, and difficulties will even out are the words at the bottom of this deck, or at the bottom of this card. And I've meditated since I've come home. Sylvia went to her spot now. I have my space. It was really interesting getting to know Sylvia. It was really nice of her to put up with my like ups and downs because that's the way I am. Not put up with, but like handled me. Like, it's really nice when someone doesn't get like offended or anything like that. It's really nice, like not to take things, personally. Everyone's unique in their own way, right? But yeah, so I came home and I meditate. Like since I left the locks, actually, I've had a really nice, had some really nice things happen, which should have been expected. Expect the best, guys. It is time. It's time for a revision. Things are going to turn around, and it's not just for twins. I have a feeling. The twin thing, as beautiful as it is, like now I feel like we are kind of we're people to set an example about love, and that's really what the message is. That's what I got. We're actually, everyone that understands how dark and crazy love can get, it's our job to share that, and by example, by the way. So action is coming, guys. Things are turning around. Hi, Nikki. There's a love story going on in the planets right now, and I'll get into that next time. I wanted to pull from my favorite new deck, which I actually haven't even shuffled for a while or anything like that. I need to light a candle. I'll be right back. 1 second. Sage, I frankincensed earlier. I've been using frankincense now. I'm learning so much out here about protecting my energy, protecting everything around me, and I need to. There's actually some investigations going on because someone has been invading my privacy. Not, it's not due to me, but that's what's going on here. It's really interesting what's going on. And yeah, I mean, we'll pick another day where we'll sit and chat, maybe tomorrow night or something, Friday night. I'm here. I actually ended up extending my trip. I'm not like saying it's any fault of what we were doing, but the work that we ended up doing, what we ended up agreeing to do, ended up taking over the whole time we were here. It was a lot of work, and I just felt like I came here to like be alone, to be honest. And to do me. And I didn't really get a chance to do that. So I'm going to stay here a little bit longer and just live simple and just like make my own pasta because I have fresh everything here, and eat fruits and do readings and catch up on my readings. Thank you for everyone that's been so patient. I'm behind a few, under 10. I'm behind under 10 readings. I'm not talking about the Lock Your Love-ins. I'm just talking about personal readings with me. And I should be able to catch up on those within maybe a day or something. Who knows? Maybe 2 days. But hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. So let's just I already know what the energy is. And the funny thing is, I was, meditating and chatting to myself about doing this reading with you guys. And I'm like, I don't care if any shitty cards come out, because I know in my heart, things have shifted, guys. And I promise you, if you just would believe in it, and if you just set your intentions, you can shift things instantly in your situation. It starts by believing, and it starts also by knowing, in a sense. Get connected with your higher self, get connected with your guides, and you'll see the signs. So you'll already know. So then it doesn't matter what things look like. It really doesn't. I know not every reader will agree with me on that. I have a very positive outlook towards love, and that is my purpose here. I know that. Like, I meant to set that example. I look at love differently. I look at the impossible being possible. It's true. Okay, everyone, just keep it in mind. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone's doing good. I don't know, just checking everything out here. Interesting. I'm just looking at the comments, guys. Sorry if I get I'm very focused right now on people around me, because so much has happened out here. I just, I don't have my guard up, but I'm watching and I'm monitoring. It's really a lot to explain, and I don't even know how much I can say, because, I don't know what to say anymore right now. Everything is monitored. It's really fucked. Anyhow, let's see what the cards are saying. Okay, I need to just clear some energy here, because I just got this wave. Guys, there's people out there for all of you. And I told you the other day, all the times, I didn't tell you actually, I was on Sylvia's channel the other day. All those times when you guys commented to me or asked me how to help you with, dark energies. And I just said, ignore them. I'm sorry about that, because you can't just ignore them sometimes. And I realize that now, being here and being around, seeing what some people go through, and how they are literally, bombarded with people trying to stop them from being who they're supposed to be. And that could be you guys too. You can be around people that are trying to stop you from being with your person, being with your true love, or make you doubt yourself. And, maybe they're trying to hurt you. And I was just just don't focus on it. Well, maybe you have to get a cleansing, or you do have to focus on it, in the sense you have to get rid of it. Yeah, we all do the salt baths, I'm sure. That's not enough. It really isn't. Sage is not enough, guys. I've had to take it to another level recently. So, and it works. Sometimes you need professional help. Just is consultant expert, Okay, so we have this beautiful lady's music on in the background for healing energy. You guys can see. Sorry, you guys can't see. There we are. Her name is Melanie, I believe. Let me just see, because honestly, so angelic code sound healing, I highly recommend it for meditation, for breaking out of cycles, conquering fears, letting go of fears. So anyhow, there's been a turnaround. There actually was an instant turnaround after we locked that love in the bridge. Whether or not it stays up forever, we made a lock there. We made a pact there. Sylvia's lock was on one end, my lock was on the other end, and we locked all the others in between. Look at this. I can't believe I stopped here, because this is the 10 of Swords. I'm going to put it back, but I was already telling, Sylvia, that to me, I see this community here, this circle. I see this prayer circle. I see people sticking to their truth together here. This is what I see when I look at this card. And I remember she said she sees the bridge here. That's so funny. I never looked at it like that, but she said that, and now I see the bridge. So guys, this is significant. It really is. The clouds are clearing. The sun is coming up. And as I said, it doesn't matter. We have another 10 underneath as well. There's endings here, and there is doorways opening. It's almost like I'm just going to start going from here. So here we have some more endings here, and it's so beautiful because energy has been cleared, whether you've done it or I've done it for you, or there's guides out there. There is like this team, there is this spiritual warfare going on. It's not even funny. There is this dark and like light energy, which I never really knew of in that sense, for it to be like so dark and so light. And the way they try to get to you through other people, literally almost using their bodies to get near you because they look innocent or seem innocent. This church reminds me of the multiple churches I've visited over the last few days because I've had to clear energy, and the amount of orbs and energy and beauty that surrounded those churches. It was very, very energetic. Let me just get a scarf because I feel like I'm totally like exposing my chest here. I literally just got up from my nap. So there's these endings and almost like these communities coming together, these communities of people, spiritual energy coming together at this time. It's a very big time for this, and it doesn't matter if you believe you're a twin flame or not, or if you even know about that or not. You're going to start seeing a lot more people getting real in their relationships, getting real with what's going on in their life, getting real with their wants and their desires and their needs. And, for those of you that had to deal with third-party situations, it's almost like there's going to be a new way to go through, a new bridge to cross under, a new door. I mean, this energy that was blocking, this third-party energy, is cleared. And we go to the Six of Wands, and there's that sun, But this time the clouds are fully gone. We did our work. All of us have done our work. I know a lot of you have put good energy out there for everyone, just as I have been doing, and the work that Sylvia has been doing, and many other readers. I'm sure I haven't even had a chance to be on YouTube, and that is so not like me. I love YouTube, right? I love hearing what people have to say. I really do, and it's so not like me, but everything has shifted here, and I feel even my readings will be shifting. Sandra. Okay, the funny thing, thank you, Sandra, because that was the person that I was getting the vibe from. So I'm going to report this person. That's so weird. I wasn't sure. And thank you, Sandra. You got I knew that person was sneaky. That's really interesting. Thank you. Anyhow. Whatever, gotta let it go. I knew that person was up to something. So now that the energy is truly, thank you, Sandra. Yeah, totally, 100%, 100%. Okay, check out Chantris if you can. I might. I don't go searching for it. I have my few people. I'll tell you, beautiful. I'll tell you what. Let's just get into this. We'll talk after. Okay. I want to do a reading here and see what's going on. Now, these are my favorite new cards. I'm not sure if I feel like reading them in reverse. I don't get that type of feeling, but because of the direction, let's see. We have the Fool card, first of all, in reverse, or it came out in reverse. Technically, I want you guys to kind of see. I'm going to face the camera down, I guess, so we can kind of all see what's going on here. They came out this way. Interestingly enough, it was with the Prince of Swords. This prince is leaving his home. So for those of you, this is a straight up message for those of you, especially if the person you're dealing with is not married. This person is ready for a new start. There's something that they had delayed for long enough, and it's time. They kept on going back. I feel they kept on going back. But the reason I say it's time, and the reason I'm going to read these in reverse, is because, let me just turn down my music. Let me know if you can't hear me, or let me know what's up. Is because Tower that we have the Emperor. And I just heard, the house is not a home. And I believe I just said he's leaving his home, right? I'm sorry, guys. I've been channeling so much since I'm with Sylvia that I'm getting like her to the point where I don't remember what I just said because it's just coming out of me. It's very interesting. Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to watch those comments anymore, but thank you. But this person that wants a fresh start. And I really feel that it's a prince. It doesn't mean that he's not married, but like wherever he was, it wasn't the energy of the emperor. But now that he has made that move, wow, these cards are about to get really deep, guys, so sit back. Now that he has made that move, he has become the emperor's energy. Truly embodying thing, you aren't going direct with Mars is now chasing Venus. This person probably was delayed in their thoughts and decisions, what they wanted to do with love and who they wanted to go with or what they wanted to do. Because when you have a home, married or not, when you've been with someone and in a situation to a certain degree, it sometimes takes that shakeup. It really does sometimes take that shakeup to get out. It takes I just heard like a flame under your ass, like light a flame. You know what I mean? For someone to finally wake up and be like, what the heck am I doing here anymore? And the shift that has happened energetically, you will see a lot more of this. I guarantee it. You're just going to see people realizing who appreciates them and who doesn't, who honors their, like what they want, who honors their path and who doesn't, who they can walk beside with integrity and who they can't. They're just going to start waking up to that. And it's not just masculines, it's masculines and feminines as well. So for the feminines that are in that situation as well, this card wanted to come in reverse. I believe two of them. You're going to feel that energy. Like, you may be in a home you're not happy to be in. You may be in a situation that you no longer want to be in. You may be making a decision between two people. And I suggest you choose love. I suggest it. Just make sure you're ready for everything it comes with. Do realize love is not easy. It's just unconditional. That's the best way I can put it. So let's see what we have here. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. So it's almost like this Prince of Swords leaving, because once again in reverse, we have the King of Swords now. But he's taking his power back by leaving this, I want to say perverse. It doesn't have to be perverse. It's just very crooked energy, right? Leaving that energy. Guys, I'm just getting messages, just to tell you, just watch your surroundings, watch your environments, watch what you put yourself energetically into, okay? And if you're in a situation where you're dealing with a third party and it just doesn't feel right, just remove yourself for a moment. Just remove yourself. Let things start working themselves out. You'll know when it's the right time to step in. You'll know when it's the right time, but sometimes space truly is needing. I'll talk about the locks after the reading, guys, just so you know. I really want to focus on this reading right now. So what can we expect coming forward? I feel like this is just a warm-up here. Let's set these cards aside and let's see now with this energetic shift, what can we expect moving forward? Okay. I love these cards. Absolutely beautiful. So we have the Six of Swords, the Seven of the Pentacles. Closing old past. So what this has to do with here is, the family energy, somewhere where you've invested, somewhere where someone's invested, but it's like walking away from that and closing that door. There's going to be this new energy, and it's really important you guys focus on it as well. Do some healing, do some prayers, do some manifestation, but it's going to be about closing Closures of the past is what I'm hearing. Closures of the past. Closures of past elements that have been invested in. And when I say elements, I mean people. It's not just people, it's just ways of being. And for some, they thought it was the right thing to do, but it wasn't. I mean, in all due honesty, maybe it was the right thing to do at the time, but it wasn't right within them. I'm seeing like this broken energy here, like someone had a shield on and it got broken with the truth. As you see, this sword almost like breaks through. It's like I feel like this person's shoulder pads or whatever, like made of concrete, got broken off, and he walked out that door and left his swords behind him, left all the shit behind him, and he's like, I'm out. This is what we have coming. Now, I'm definitely guided to pull these in the upright position. We have wishes coming true that were on postponement. Why were they on postponement? Because we have the same energy here now. We have a king and a page once again. This person was most likely concerned with money, and they've realized that they have the power to move forward. Now, this is my favorite king in the deck. Why? Because this is a single king, okay? This is someone that has taken his power back. And I say that because this King of Pentacles is surrounded with 9 pentacles. So 9 pentacles is that energy of the female being happy, but this is a king. Not only that, he's on a horse. Let me shut this window. Paris doesn't sleep. He's on a horse, ready to come forward, ready to make an offer. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I see like there was a glitch in the system almost, like in his movement forward. So for some of you, what that can tell me is that, you know, it's taking its time. And this is the King of Pentacles. Of course, that's a glitch. Not that that's a glitch, but of course he's taking his time. I wasn't even considering that, but I see this person had gotten off of their horse for a bit and they were admiring possibly De Niro, possibly just unsure where to put their efforts or how to move forward or where to go. This is a really interesting card because I'm just seeing pentacles everywhere. I think this person was very invested in another situation in terms that they had either invested their time, money, whatever it may be. They were very invested. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 now. Very strong energy of freeing themselves. Very strong energy of single life, to be honest with you, okay? So we have this person who was on delay. They were probably in a family situation, or it doesn't have to be family, but space where they were invested in. It could just be their community, whatever it may have been, but they're closing doors. They're walking out of doors and closing them and leaving all of the baggage, leaving all of the extra behind happily because they're ready to come forward. There's going to be so many people coming forward to you guys. If you can just clear your energy, stay happy, and watch what happens. Okay, let me see what's going on. Sorry, let me just get this card that fell here. I feel like these cards fell for a reason. I'm going to leave them aside and we can reshuffle. My cards will come out if they're meant to. So we have the 8 and the 9 of Wands. Now, yes, I have shuffled these cards. I mean, maybe these two stuck together. It is absolutely okay because this is about the action and it has to do with growth and freedom. There's some sort of, I guess you can see what I'm talking about here. So here we have this action. It's about to take movement. There's space, but there's something to do with this. It's like the pole of life. You know what I'm picturing? I'm picturing those poles people run around with the ribbons and celebrate. So I know the 9 of Wands is normally about hanging on to something, but I feel here it's about liberation and growth. Actually using those wands in a way to get up to the top. So taking action that is going to be beneficial. I'm going to start pulling from this deck here and see what we get. Have it wrapped up. I got so many new decks and I'm so excited to use them. But I already know there's one more deck I need. I don't know what deck it is, but I know there's another deck I'm meant to find that's waiting for me. I have no idea where I'm going to find it, but I'm going to find it. So tell us an overall energy here. So we have this energy of the world again, and we have the home at the bottom. Now, this is reminding me of the card we already kind of got, the action card. This is about sharing. Now, I'm not sure what this says. I'm guessing it's going to say the world. It doesn't matter. What I'm picking up from this energy may be someone coming to you. I see the air balloon travel. I see the map. I see the actual world. But this person is passing something to this other person. Not only that, I'm picking up the energy, you know, there's some people that may be watching right now just because I'm picking up the energy that your family doesn't want you together. Maybe because you're from different parts of the world or you have different beliefs. It doesn't matter. All of this is changing now. All of this is changing. Sharing, I heard, it almost came right out of my mouth. It's like a community thing, okay? Like I said earlier, a house is not a home unless there is love. Unless there's unconditional love, because that's what love really means now. There's an evolution that's happening here. And I love the next card because everyone's getting a blank slate. Everyone's getting to write their story over from this point forward. I'm going to pull one more card and we're going to move forward and just chat after. I just wanted to come on here and I want to talk about, you know, today I actually woke up hearing some songs, hearing some music. I'm going to get my regular tarot. Oh my gosh, look where I stopped. I was just about to put this down, but we have the Lovers. I'm going to tell you what happened when I woke up this morning. Let me just get my regular tarot. So this morning I woke up and I, you know, cleaning up. Sylvia was still here at the time doing her thing. She was actually in the shower. It's really interesting because I started hearing the song from Leona Lewis or something, Bleeding Heart, I believe it's called. And to be honest, I don't like that song. I haven't heard it for probably, I don't know, 10 years. It's an old song. But I was cleaning while Sylvia was in the shower, and I started picking up an energy that someone may be suicidal, a collective energy, or someone is very hurt because their heart has been scarred. And, you know, and I think she says words like, you know, the world's going to see, or for everyone to see, or something like that. And it's really interesting because Sylvia came out of the shower and I went up to her and I said, I'm picking up on collective energy. Someone's suicidal. Like, I think they need us to do videos today. Because I haven't done a video for so long. I'm like, I think someone needs us. And she said, I said to her, like, the song, and she's like, I can't believe you just said that because I was looking at your picture and thinking you look like her, like literally before the shower, apparently. So I thought that was interesting, but more importantly, what that comes back to is that I picked up this energy that people are stressing out or losing hope. And don't lose hope right before the miracles occur. For those of you that booked your reading, you're going to see a lot of people got those cards about don't lose hope right before the miracles occur. If you're feeling that way, I promise you, this is like the waves of ups and downs. I saw them firsthand being with another female for the last 5 days, especially someone else on this journey. We both saw each other's ups and downs. But this is what happens. And it's just part of it. It really is. Anyone can change is another message I get. It's a love story. It's a love story is what I keep on hearing, love story today. And I even looked up the Venus Mars love story. It's a love song. Yeah, it's a love song. But when I was hearing it, someone was very hurt. And I almost feel like maybe someone's cutting themselves. Because I just kept on hearing, like, I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding, I keep bleeding, or love. But very, like, I just felt this emotional energy. So point being, I never thought I'd be in this spot in my life where I've met someone that, like, I don't know, they have my heart. And, you know, I did tell you guys at one point, now you have to feel it with your heart. I do believe you can't do anything wrong unless you become like harassing or anything like that. but I do not feel that there's anything wrong with just a reach out if you feel it within your heart. For me, it totally switched the tables. And it opened the gates to communication. And sometimes that's what people need. But don't lose hope right before the miracles. Okay? Two of Wands. That's someone wondering, where is this person, you know? I don't know why I just switched over to the regular tarot. I think that was necessary. Where is this person is what I get. What are they doing? What decision are they making? You know? And the funny thing is, I feel like I'm hearing the other person. I feel like my window just freaked me out there for a second because it shifted. I feel like this person is the person that's like, I want to go. I want to reach out to her. But so far, you know, this person hasn't taken that step, but they're really right about to. Okay. For many of them, they're right about to either reach out or to take that step. Trying not to be his stress. Yeah. Don't be his stress if you can help it. So we have the World card. Now, normally my cards are not in reverse, but I see quite a few of them are. Anyhow, the World card in reverse for me means going back, you know, like in the sense that either this person kept on going back, but that's not what I'm picking up, to be honest. They're going back to the person that is their world, the person they want to be with, okay? It's not like they're closing a cycle and moving forward to something new. They want to come back. And I just heard this person wants to come home. So, and you know, it's more than just coming home. It's coming home to themselves and coming home to their honest truth. That's what coming home is. As much as they may look at you as their home, it's about coming home to their honest truth. It's about following their heart, you know, and I'm seeing the numbers 212. It's about facing the dark side. For some of you, you may have found out some stuff now. I mean, that may have been what started this fresh start. Death card, what started this makeover. I have to get used to doing the readings and using my words like that because I've just been pulling cards for you guys with two different decks for the last 3 days, but the same 2 different decks, totally different energy. And I haven't been using actual tarot. But this would normally be about a secret coming out. This is about knowing the truth. That's what I'm getting. Like the secret has come out. The secret has been faced. And there may have been some very dark stuff that happened because of that. There may have been some very twisty, turny energy that left you and this other person in separation, of course, and left you even more confused more than ever before. Because we always talk about this. If someone's leaving one situation, they don't just go jump into another. Of course not. You can't. Personal experience. When I met my twin, I was leaving someone right before I left. I was leaving someone. And it was almost beneficial that my twin ran. I'm going to use the word twin, whatever you want to use for it. I mean, I'm going to start thinking of some new words, but that's what he is. And it's very beneficial that he ran because I actually needed about 8 months to fully get over that other person. And it wasn't that I love them. I love them as a person, sure, in their own way. Not like that, but it's that I was used to them. And I was used to being able to call them if I needed something, or if I wanted to take my anger out, even if you really want to put it that way. Like it was almost dependency or what I was used to. It wasn't good. It wasn't the worst or anything like that, but it wasn't where I was supposed to be. And that's why I got the message, he's not the one. And I left. And I mean, shortly after, I listened to my heart and I listened to my guides, and like pretty much right after I met my twin. But it doesn't mean it was the perfect timing because I had just left someone. And I was the type of person, if I was in a relationship and I left someone, I could be single for a year before I was even interested. But once you meet some people, you have no choice, right? Once you're awoken, you have no choice but to face that. Oh, 4 of Wands. So, and victory, we're stopping right here because that is the message there. I'm sorry, I need to grab a Kleenex because all of a sudden my nose is running. So yes, I have to get used to all of these, the actual tarot cards. I've been using Oracle cards for you guys during the readings for the last few days. We've done over 100 and I think 107. Well, we haven't completed. We have a couple more to complete. So what this is saying, these 3 cards in reverse are beautiful. This is just about actually, going back to his true world, to truly where he wants to be in the world. Home. It doesn't have to look like a home. It's a person, actually. This is about facing the truth. This is about no longer hiding the truth. This is about becoming enlightened. Sorry, let me put this down a little. Becoming enlightened about this, what is truly desired here. This 4 of Wands energy, this union. 1111, make a wish. I'm not sure what time it is where you are. Where I am, it's 2 a.m. That doesn't really mean anything to me anymore. Time has become such a facade for me now. I realize I don't need regular type of sleep. It's very interesting. I'm going to get one more card. I almost feel like I'm guided to just get one more card. Why not? Let's see if there's a message. So, the 8 of Wands in reverse. It's here. That's what I just heard because I just asked why in reverse. There's something to do with when you're manifesting, right? You're not supposed to be like, oh, I wish for this to happen. Oh, I wish for that. It's more important to be like, thank you. Thank you for it being here. And that's the message I got there. It is here. So what is here? Where's our special? Did I put it back? No, I didn't. What is here? This is here, right here. It's here. Start setting intentions and start asking for what you know you have, or just appreciating what you have. You have someone in your life that's very special. That's all you have to say thank you for. Okay. And I was talking about Abraham Hicks today. For those of you that resonate with her, go back and watch her videos because she talks about that. You focus on what you want. What is this? Give me a second, guys. Yeah, thanks. See, I'm not even joking. The level of demonic energy out there right now is no joke. It's no joke. Some people are going crazy. So stay away from those people. And, I'm probably going to do a lot more recorded videos so that Sandra doesn't have to monitor these people, or no one has to pick up on their energy. But my YouTube, I've actually asked them to investigate people like this. Now I get to talk to YouTube. I actually get direct contact with YouTube, which is really interesting. And they have an internal team that investigates this type of behavior. And I actually get to send them emails, and it's really cool. So let's chat now about, let me just wipe my nose a little bit, make sure I'm not running nose. About the bridge and what happened there. And I mean, I don't know how far I'm going to go into what happened because I think I still haven't actually absorbed the whole situation. Because being here in Paris, I've just saw so many things that I never believed in. And I'm totally part of the timeline that I'm picking up on, that other readers are picking up on. I'm 1000% a part of it. I did get to openly speak to my person, and then, the running began again, but it's not the same anymore. It's not, because I'm not afraid anymore. And I'm not afraid to reach out and just say, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And it's not because I'm going to sit there and wait for my masculine and all of this stuff. No, it's because I have other things to do with me. So I'm always going to be here. And, one of the things I said to my person is, I'm always going to be here. He said, thank you for answering the call, because he called me after I had messaged him. He's like, thank you for answering the call. He said, I'm always going to answer your call. even if it's a year later. I'm like, but please don't do that to me. But even knowing and acknowledging that to myself, it was like, it's true. I'm actually going to be here. And it's not because I'm going to postpone my life for anyone. I've just come to a lot of realizations about what I do want. And it doesn't just involve my person. So I have other things to focus on. I have new goals. And I think I mentioned them before. I want to get a studio where I can do my tarot and I can do art and I can have people there and we can do healing art. So I started a new Instagram and I have only a couple pictures there because I'm not at home right now, but I think I'm going to get some art supplies tomorrow so I can start some art in Paris. Maybe I'll leave it here because I didn't bring any bags really. I brought one luggage, one case with my pair of jeans and a shirt. I bought a scarf out here and, you know, this trip totally turned out to be something I didn't expect. I didn't know what I was doing. I knew I was called to be here. And I guess I was meant to be here for like a mission. And that's what we really decided between Sylvia and I. Like we actually had a mission and it felt sometimes like we were in danger, almost like people were trying to stop us or energies were trying to stop us. And sometimes we interacted with them not knowing until after. It was very interesting. I think she spoke about it on her channel the other day. But we had some really interesting interactions with people that we realized were kind of being used by demonic energies to get close to us. I don't know if they were evil. I feel like we were tested, but because we were always kind and, you know, pure intentions, I do feel that truly helped us. But yeah, it was weird. There was a time when I was standing I remember we're just waiting for an Uber and I just happened to be standing on the street level and Sylvia was standing on the sidewalk. And I didn't realize I was standing in the downstream of water because I had my boots on. And Sylvia looked at me and she's like, I see stars all around you. And I'm like, what? And we looked down and it was almost like I was the temperance lady. Like I was head by foot in the water. I don't know what else I was carrying, but she picked up the energy, this electrical energy. And I had saw that earlier when we actually bumped into the kid I refer to as like the devil's advocate. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like he was kind of sent there to test us, this very innocent child that we gave a ride to. Very bizarre situation. I offered a ride to, not even thinking anything of it. And he knew my name. It was very bizarre. But yeah, so like just one thing after the other, I can't even explain. It's crazy out there. And I refer to some of it a bit like the Candyman movie. And I know people on my channel will know the Candyman. People on Sylvia's channel, I'm not sure, but I know that the people on my channel know what I know, and you guys are similar. Everyone's similar, I think, to the person they're hanging out with. So I'm sure a lot of you know the Candyman, and you know, one person came around and the bees came around. And the funny thing is, bees have always been attracted to me. But at this point, after dealing with all of this stuff that I've dealt with over the last week, I was almost like, I don't want them near me because I don't want them to sting me. And I've never been stung, but I'm not sure what people are sending to me. So just things were so interesting, guys. You know, it was crazy. So what happened with the bridge? I have some pictures of all of the locks and stuff like in piles, but there was way too many locks. I don't even know if I want to actually give the numbers because I don't know, like if like it's in trouble, like, you know, over kilos. And I just saw 441 there. I'm not going to say how many, but we know the weight of them because the lady told us how much each package costs. It was special though. It was very special. And it was special the fact that Sylvia's lock and my lock were on the ends of them because we had the bigger piece at the top. So we could lock it on the bridge, and we had all the other locks intertwined. It was very interesting the way we did it. And we just sat there, I remember, like doing it, and people came and stood over us. It was fine. Like they were just like intrigued with what the heck are you girls doing with that many locks? Like people were like, where are you from? What are you like? What are you doing? And I said, we're doing something for the collective. Like, that was my answer. And then I'm like, like, what are you doing? You're standing right over me. I'm trying to do something for the collective right now. And you're standing over me, watching me. But after, I remember I was very dizzy after, and it was almost as though energy was released, but like, so, when you lose a lot of blood or something, like you lose so much, like I was so dizzy, and I just was like, I'm really dizzy. And we went to the restaurant and sat there, and I'm just like, I was just in awe. And I remember the first feeling I got was independence for some reason. And I felt separation because I guess, I don't know, maybe it was fear-based and I had to clear it. And I'm like, no, like I didn't have to talk about it, because Sylvia and I learned one thing, that there's some things just don't bring up. Just try to like move forward, because we had, been bringing so much stuff up and so much was getting created. We're like holding off, the both of us, on saying just everything anymore, because it's like, I don't need to say like, I feel in separation, but I did feel that. And I had to clear that energy, and actually driving home, like everything turned around. It's crazy how it turned around, and it can happen. My new saying and Sylvia's new saying is, anything can change in a day. And we actually got that from an energy and turned it around to be beneficial. I think it was a threat at one point, and then we're like, yeah, you're right. Anything can change in a day. And we took our energy back. But for me, like, I keep on saying that now, like, anything can change in a day. It truly can. You might hear me say it in some of the videos, and it's actually a positive, magical sentence that I am using to let you know, truly anything can change in a day, and keep that in mind. Yeah, no, you're welcome. And as I said, I'm ending up staying here alone because I need some space. Because I didn't expect to every day, like, I got one day here after a flight, a 7-hour flight. It's sleep time, right? But I got, and my beginning of this trip was very crazy for me. Sylvia didn't expect to come. That was totally unexpected, but I needed her. And I think she felt that too. But the first day was very bizarre. Like, I was staying in a certain spot, no lights in the staircase, very scary. But it's okay. I made it. And then when I came here, I was so happy, because this is just kind of a normal environment, kind of like my own home. But just the things like I just wish that we had cameras on us 24/7 during that time, because if you guys would watch and hear, like, and know the things that happened to us, it's just, there's too many things to even tell you all. And then there's things like that are probably not safe to be getting into, and it's not even that it's not safe, who gives a damn, but not to feed the other people, what they want, not to feed them. And oh my God, the emails, let me tell you, I had like, some tarot reader, apparently, I don't know, but she's like attacking me via email saying, I know you made fake accounts to dislike my videos. I go look at her videos after I got that email. I'm like, let me see who this person is. I go look at her videos. She has 2 fucking videos and 2 dislikes. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you think I made some accounts to dislike I don't even know who you are. I'm like, are you, and I was rude. Okay. So if you hear some tarot reader saying that I was rude to them, I definitely was. I get annoyed. I'm blunt. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, don't even email me about stupidity like that, because I will fucking tell you to fuck off. And she said to me, I thought you'd be more professional. And I'm just like, can you fuck off? Like, so there was a lot of like silly attacks like that, not even right in Paris, but I got a few little things like that. And I really wanted to say, there's a girl, Stephanie. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but she watches, and I want her to know I did read her email. And it's really interesting because there was energies I was picking up on some people, and it's not a bad thing. Some people were not able to join the Lock of Love stuff. And it's not personal. It's not, it just wasn't for you at the time. And I'm not saying you're not a twin. And if you're really a twin, you know that, or, if you're really in that energy that you want to be in, that, and you don't have to take offense to it. It just, I couldn't add you. And there was reasons, because I was picking up energies. and it may not be from you, but it's your people around you. And I had to keep as pure energy as possible in this circle. It took a lot of our energy. Yeah, I told her to F off, but I didn't tell this person, the one I'm talking about now, I didn't tell her to F off, but I did say, sorry, you can't participate. And she sent me such a loving email that she understood exactly why I said that. She knows the energy I was picking up on. And I found that very interesting. And what that told me is that if you're truly in this, if you really understand, if you have dark energies around you, sometimes you can't put yourself in certain scenarios because they're going to try to get in there. And we were already blocking out enough. So I found that very interesting that she was so caring and understanding about that. And there was a few other people, I don't know how they took it, but I can't be concerned about that. But it was such an experience, guys. It was crazy. And I'm so happy I'm happy to be alone right now. And it's not because I'm a loner, right? But it's also because being with someone else that's really powerful, it's intense. It's intense, the stuff we pick up. We're picking up, it's just, I'm picking up people are suicidal in the collective. We'll talk about something, I was talking about an old friend of mine. Actually, her name is Stephanie as well, I said her name, but oh, well, that's okay. Not a problem. She's lost, right? She's lost to the dark side, not as in they've taken her over. And I said, I'll never be able to get her back. And the funny thing is, I went home and went on my Instagram, and there was a story about a woman who bumped into her friend who had turned to drugs, and he was done. And if you saw him, you see those crackheads, googly eyes, done, just done, full blown crackhead. And she put love into him. He was an old friend from school or whatever. And you see him transforming, his eyes were really googly and slowly started coming together, going back into his head. His hair started growing. He started you could just see total transformation. And even talking about it, I get shivers because I never thought you can do that. And what that told me is anyone can change with love. But what me and Sylvia, when we were talking about it, we're if you truly love someone, then you can take that on and help them. Or not necessarily put up with anything, but guide them. So don't give up on anyone. That's a message. Yes, I've worked with drug addicts. They can always transform. Interesting, because I never thought they could. I honestly thought, fuck that. I'll never, none of them will ever be able to, because my one best friend, she's gone. I don't even know where she is to help her. But 22 years, but I always thought I won't even bother because you can't help them. And now I realize anyone can change. If you guys would see this person, I was amazed. And then I think it was a bit of a sign too that maybe she'll be coming back in my life so I can help her out. So those are the type of things, that need my attention as well. And that's why it's okay for everything to take its time, because there may be other missions I have out there. For example, finding this girl and helping her out, my friend of 22, well, it would be 30 years now, but because she's been gone for a while, mentally gone. I don't know where she is, but yeah, they need people that don't give up on them. And that's almost what you need with your union, not to give up on it, and to keep that in mind. But I'm going to go, everyone. I hope that this was a good beginning for me coming back for you, because this is my first reading for a while on here. And I feel, at least for a while, I totally feel like I'm doing Steve Urkel today. I'm wearing jeans, and I don't know why I'm reminding myself of Steve Urkel. But yeah, I'm happy to be back and back in my space, and I can come on here as I feel to. And hang out. And I mean, that's really what's up right now. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. Sandra, thank you so much if you're on here still for removing that person. And I really appreciate all of your kindness. Am I outside? No, I'm inside. I'm just sitting in my living room. I came home after the bridge. We went for dinner, and she went to her spot. I went to my spot, and I literally just laid in bed. I don't know what she's done. I haven't even messaged her yet, but I'm going to and say hello. But yeah, it's been such a good experience. I've learned a lot. And I would like to do possibly some one-on-one readings out here because I've already spoken to one person that wants to meet. It's just it's about getting the timing right. And also, I'm going to catch up on the readings that have been booked. And I thank you so much for being patient. I have a few readings of just under 10, so it won't take long. And there's a few people with live readings. So, oh, hi, Paul. Paul, thank you. I'm just thinking of your lock. Like, I remember some people's message and lock, and it's really interesting. I believe I have a reading booked for Saturday that I was supposed to be back home for. I'm still going to keep that if you're watching. I hope I can with the time change. It's a 7-hour difference here. But yeah, I'm going to be contacting those who book live readings, like one-on-one, so I can arrange it to do it while I'm out here. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to be coming on here. I'm actually going to start doing monthly because I feel guided to give a monthly message while I'm out here for each individual sign. And I mean, it is what it is. Can you discuss the origin of aliens? No. Thank you, Sandra. God, I gotta go, guys. Like, this is crazy that they're coming on full force like this right now. So that's like 3 people that have been blocked. And I mean, it happens, but not often. And I've just come back and yeah, to share if you want how your visit goes. So hi, everyone. Good night. Thank you so much. I'm going to go because if I stay on here too long, I'll be up all night because you guys give me such good energy. Paul, I thank you so much for your donation. You always treat me to something, and I really, really appreciate that. And yeah, it's the UFO shit I don't want to talk about. Like, no, I don't want to talk about that. Thanks. But thanks, Sandra. Thank you so much. Have a really good night, everyone. It's like 6 or 7 or 8 where you guys are. I don't know. It's 2:30 a.m. here. And it's not a bad thing. I don't sleep regular hours anymore. I sleep like in periods. My life is changing. Things are changing, and I'm just going with the flow. And I recommend that, right? Thank you so much. Okay. For now, night. Good night, everyone. 7 p.m. Bye, Nikki. I will. Thank you.